Well, hey kids, hey parents, it's good to be coming to you today, and I hope to see you in person very soon, even today on this Sunday. Well, today we've got a cool illustration to talk about what God was doing and the promise that He made to King David. We saw last week how God defeated that giant who was threatening His people, and God saved them through His king. And He would do that for us in Jesus, David's great-great-great-great-grandson, one day later. And what we're talking about today connects with that. But I want to call your attention to a couple of things. On Wednesday and then on the next 2 Sundays, we've got some good events going on. On Wednesday, a water night, and then the 2 Sundays, we're going to have a prayer and praise and watermelon in the park, and you can cool off with a splash pad. And then the next Sunday, back here, a family minute to win it challenge. This is something to invite your friends, your neighbors, and we can have fun together, and there will be a champion crowned and a prize. So make sure to come be a part of that. Now, we've got these puzzle pieces here. See, God had made a promise to David to make him king, and David had been established now, and things were going well, and David said, I got this nice palace that I live in, and God, His presence stays in this tent. See, God, it's not like God lived in the tent, but He made His presence come to His people in a special way in the tabernacle. But it was old, and David thought, God's the king of the universe, we should build a big, impressive place with gold and all this stuff for God. Well, the prophet Nathan said, hey, David, go for it. But then the Lord said, whoa, wait, that's a good idea. The desire is good. But David, you're not going to be the one to do it. See, you wanted to build a house for me, but I'm going to build a house for you. I have a bigger and better plan for you. And He didn't mean a house like a big fancy palace. He meant a house, a family that would go. See, God was narrowing the focus of how He was going to bring the world back to rest and fix it through Abraham and his family, and now down to David and through his family, and it was going to center down into one person, and it was Jesus. So He said, I'm going to give you a king that is going to reign forever. And ultimately, that was Jesus. Now see, we make plans all the time. We may plan to go to the pool or go to this place, or we're going to go see this person. And sometimes those plans work out and sometimes they don't. Now, I'm not very good at puzzles. I didn't do them a lot as a kid. But let's see what I can do here. I mean, I see some similar designs, and sometimes it's like, well, that shape kind of fits. Let's find some other ones. Some of the same colors, but it's not quite working. But I can fix that. Tape fixes so much. If it's duct tape, it really holds well. So now it's stuck. It's still not real good. It's not supposed to be that way. But if I get some glue, and I could glue it all up here, then it will really stay and be firm. But again, it's not supposed to go together. Those don't fit. See, we make plans, but God's the one who's in charge. God sees the whole picture, the past, the present, and the future. And God's the one who's writing the story. It's His story. And so we need to look and see that God, the Bible says that He is sovereign, or that's a word that people have used. It means He's in charge of it. He can do what He wants with what belongs to Him. See, just like this puzzle box has the whole picture, God sees and He holds the whole picture in His hands. And we can trust Him. That's some stuff for you to talk about as a family. How you make plans, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, but you can trust that God is sovereign and good, and He's working out the whole plan for those that love Him and that are called according to His purpose. The Bible says that He works all things, even the bad things, together for our good. And so He gets the pieces put together right to make something better than we ever could. When we try to do it, it ends up like that. When God does it, it turns out the best that it would be. So talk about that and encourage each other with those truths. And I hope to see you soon. Have a good day.